Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm often asked, what's happened to the committee? Nothing. We just disagree on occasion. This is a good committee. We've got a good chairman. We've got a good ranking member. I like my colleagues. It's the times in which we live. The Democrats going to get almost universal support by Republicans, and the Republicans going to get almost no Republican support. And how is that? Well, John Kerry is a good friend, so is Chuck Hagel. I find myself disagreeing with Senator Kerry on occasion, but I think he's in the mainstream of thinking. I think he'll do a good job for the country. I don't vote against nominees very often. Senator Obama, if we use his standard, I think we'd all be pretty good shape over here to vote just a lot. No, but we're not. At the end of the day, it's just not the one vote about the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. It's a series of votes and statements that paint a unusually disturbing picture. There's the left lane in politics, the right lane, and the middle lane, and when it comes to some of the Iranian-Israeli issues, there's the Chuck Hagel lane. He's in a league of his own, guys. There's nobody with this kind of series of votes and these series of statements. It's just not one thing. I mean, I say dumb things every day, but it's a series of things, a series of votes, an edge about him that makes many of us very unnerved about his selection at a time when the world is on fire. Syria is a contagion. It's going to take the king of Jordan down. And if these press reports are true about our policy in Afghanistan, where we're going to have 8,000 troops left behind, 41% below the commander's recommendation, and we're telling the enemy we'll be down to 1,000 by 2017, Afghanistan will fall apart in 18 months. The next Secretary of Defense is going to have to deal with a world on fire. And I just believe that the testimony of Senator Hagel was not reassuring. I don't think he did come across clear and convincing that he understood our policies toward Iran. And the fact that you don't understand why and you can't clearly articulate the bad news for America for the Iranians to get a nuclear capability sharply and to the point is unnerving and for the times in which we live in. This committee has a bipartisan reputation of holding presidents accountable. I join with the chairman and Senator McCain and many others to look into the abuses of the Bush administration when it came to interrogation techniques. I hope my colleagues on the other side will hold the Obama administration accountable for what I think was a complete breakdown of leadership when it comes to Benghazi. We just can't investigate Republicans. We're going to have to hold both parties accountable and both presidents accountable, regardless of party. So, Mr. Chairman, you're a good chairman. This committee will get over this aberration and we'll get back to doing business, and we'll find common ground on the regarding sequestration, I hope. But the reason I'm voting against Senator Hagel's nomination is that there's very few people with his voting record when it comes to Iran and Israel. There are very few people who have been this wrong about so many different things. And I cannot in good conscience support this nomination because I think it's sending the worst possible signal to our friends and our enemies alike. Thank you.